Buenas tardes a todos and good evening, everyone. We notified families of their school program assignments, along with an outline of next steps by mail over spring break. So those have all gone out. And as you know, registration for these programs opened at the end of January. And within a week, we had 90% of our families registered and responded. The remainder have been placed in open seats now, so it looks like we're going to have to add more sections. We're filling up. And it's an exciting time in our district. We're proud to be able to offer our students and staff options, and as always, grateful for everybody who chooses Littleton. There's some additional information on our website and Facebook pages, which we update as new questions arise. So we're still learning things as we go. We're still working on transportation. If you have an incoming kindergartner who's not yet enrolled, please enroll them at the Family Welcome Center, Littleton Elementary Campus, just south of Buckeye on Avondale Boulevard. Multiple recruitment teams are out on the road for the next 2 weeks working to fill some 30 openings for next year. That's a big reduction from past years when we had to fill 3 times as many. 90% of our eligible contracted employees return their contracts for the coming year. We've been looking at some interesting data from Gallup about how our state compares to the rest of the country. Arizonans continue to be optimistic about their hopes for the future, even though they're not quite as optimistic about their prospects today. Low wages in Arizona kept the state's poverty rate about 3 percentage points higher than the national average. In 2015, 1/4 of Arizonans didn't have enough money for food in their budget in the last 12 months, sometime in the last 12 months. Compared to the U.S., half as many Arizonans rate the economy as excellent. Arizona's economic confidence index is plus 40, which is 24th in the nation, or about in the middle of the pack. Across the United States, 70% of people say they have enough money to buy what they need on a daily basis. 62% of Americans are satisfied with their ability to get ahead by working hard. That's up from 54% the year before. 48% of Americans can't afford a major purchase or a major repair. If something goes wrong in their home, it could be really critical. And only 29% are satisfied with the income and wealth distribution in the United States. Maybe that's some of the anger we see in politics today. Well, how does this impact our school district? The state's rainy day fund is full. There's a budget surplus again this year. However, they've determined the surplus isn't structural, it's just temporary. That means that unless Prop 123 passes in May, schools may only see about 1% added to the funding formula. Right now, there are spreadsheets with different scenarios being passed around the Capitol. It isn't done in public hearings. It's kind of a horse trading exercise for votes. And the governor's office has said that they don't want any bills sent to their office before their Senate budget. So the chambers are not making final votes on any bills. That essentially holds them in limbo. If they were sent to the governor's office, they might be vetoed, and that would kill the bill. So things have been moving very slow the last few days as we wait for a budget. The rumor is the Senate is ready to move the budget, but the House is not on the same page. So until they're on the same page, we won't even know what is on the page. Littleton Education Foundation hosted the second annual bowling fundraiser at the end of March to help defray supply and field trip costs for teachers in schools. A special thanks to Ms. Nielsen for coming out to represent the governing board. Refreshments were served, raffle prizes handed out, and foundation board members secured partners who sponsored 25 lanes so business partners, community members, and staff could come out and bowl like a fool. The bowling alley was crowded with people having fun while raising funds for Littleton students. Now, you might not know that the Littleton District participates in the Maricopa County Travel Reduction Program. The regional task force recently recognized Ms. Whitbeck, our transportation supervisor, as well as the Collier School employees for their exceptional 100% response rate on the annual TRP survey. Task force recognized and acknowledged the individual efforts of Ms. Whitbeck to reduce air pollution and traffic congestion. Quinton had Senator Lupe Contreras, Representative Diego Espinoza, and a representative from Delta Dental giving away smile kits to Quinton students. They spoke about the importance of dental health and got Quinton 4th grade students excited about oral health as well. They also visit kindergarten 1st grade rooms to spread the news of good oral health. Miss Garrison, our parent and our parent liaison recently attended Child Sex Trafficking Awareness Forum. Teen sex trafficking is happening all across America, and the speakers presented data stories and resources from right here in the Phoenix area, including a presentation on protecting children and preventing child abuse in the Avondale area. Ms. McCain, as in Senator McCain's wife, spoke about the McCain Institute's effort to reduce human trafficking in Arizona and improve the lives of victims throughout the world. Our own Mr. James Dean from Collier has been asked to assist Dr. Peter Rilero in authoring an ebook designed to assist teachers' passage of the NES exam in the area of science. NES exams are required for teacher certification, and there's additional exams for those wanting to teach subject areas in middle grade, such as science. Mr. Dean did his year-long internship here through the iTeach program at ASU. At the end of March also, each school was represented by 3 teams in the district math challenge. 3rd and 4th grade team challenge came down to a tiebreaker between Country Place and Estrella Vista. The Country Place team took first place after several additional questions. The 5th and 6th grade challenge was won by Estrella Vista, with Littleton and Country Place in a tie for second. And in 7th and 8th grade, the challenge was won by a tiebreaker as well. Congratulations to Estrella Vista, who took first place. Country Place, who came in a very close second. The first place teams from Country Place and Estrella Vista go on to the West Side Impact Math Challenge to compete against other West Valley schools in May. The end of soccer season brought about 2 very exciting games. The girls' championship was between Littleton and Country Place. Country Place and Littleton played hard, but Country Place rallied and won the game 2-0. The boys' championship was between Estrella Vista and Country Place. It was a head-to-head game that ended in an overtime shootout. Estrella Vista won the shootout and the game. So that's a very exciting way to end a great soccer season. Baseball and softball is off to a great start so far. Student athletes are excited about playing at the La Jolla Fields, and they're ready to compete at a very high level, so that'll be an exciting season as well. In closing, I'd like to express appreciation to the Country Place PTA for funds donated for field trips, Virginia G. Piper Charitable Trust for funds donated to all sites for back-to-school clothes and shoes, to ADM Group, Arizona Furnishing, CCS Projects, Chase Building Team, Valley Schools Management Group for funds donated for employee recognition at the end of the year, and to the Westside Impact Mini Grant Program for funds donated to Teacher Award Mini Grants. And that's all I have this evening.